Hello everyone, and welcome to Battlefield 3. Yes, I talked about this video in the past, but I've been reluctant to do a video on it because I forgot about that feature. Oh, damn, I forgot the controls. God, it's been a while since I played this. Because the matches usually take hours and hours, and I've literally spent a day on like a 2,000 ticket match, just fighting my way through it. So I've been reluctant to play it because I know that will end up happening here. But this is not a full gameplay thing, this is a bit of a retrospective video because I think it's timing with Battlefield 4 being out, Battlefield Hardline being a thing, and all that, someone, love moments like that, just riding through on a quad bike. So I figured it's, round of about time that I get round and start talking about this game, because it's a very awesome game. And I think it's definitely worth having a talk about. Alright. First thing, I suppose we should find a place to get started. Vehicles. Now, Battlefield Bad Company was the first Battlefield game I ever played. First game I had with vehicles. And I absolutely loved it. I thought it was an amazing game. The destructo physics blew me away at the time because I had never seen them before. It was amazing. God damn it. Who are we going against? Prestige 100s. Okay, I'll get on to them in a minute. But first, some features like the 4 class systems. Each of them have their own place in the squad. If you get a really decent squad, who are skilled in what they're doing, you have a really good engineer, you have a really good, support, a really good marksman, you can do so much in this game. Back in the day when I used to have an actual squad and I that used to play this all the time, we would take stuff apart and have such a lot of fun, because this game is such a lot of fun. Now, a lot of people I don't want to say hate this game, because a lot of people love this game, but a lot of people hate the campaign of this game, and I will agree with them, because the campaign of this game is shitty, but that's not what you're here for. Nobody buys a Battlefield game to play the campaign, except for the case of maybe Battlefield Bad Company, because I think that had a really good campaign, and definitely warranted a second look. Really nice, enjoyable, likable characters, etc., etc. Good motivations. But in this campaign, it's pretty shitty, but it's not what you're here for. You make your own campaign, you make your own story. In these death matches, you come up with your own thing. And so many times, I'm not sure if you'd consider it a strength, because it's, getting you to fill in the gaps. But I encourage games that, use a bit of imagination on things. So we'll have a look and see what we can do. But yeah, there's so many matches where you have epic stories, like, you assaulting an enemy base perimeter, and then you see a tank and you quickly run up behind it and destroy it with C4 and then gun down the crew as they escape. You make your own moments in this game, and that's what I love about it. It allows you to make your own story and your own ideas inside the actual, death matches themselves. And I think that's really good. A lot more games, yes, it's good that games come up with stories, but I do like games that allow you to create your own story, forge your own destiny. And I think that's a really good idea. So that's one thing I'd like to talk about this game. Other things like the realistic physics, things like, look, you can switch from fully automatic to semi-automatic fire on your rifles. Damn, the enemies are going pretty well. You've got, so many different types of weapons. You've got pistols, you have javelins, you've got, the amount of weapons available is really good. And I must say I'm very pleased with the, how they handled it. Things like, look at the vehicles. The big, large, open maps, perfect for vehicles. You have tanks, you have infantry, you have artillery. It actually gives the impression of it actually being a war, as opposed to, god damn it, as opposed to just being, like a Call of Duty, like a 5-minute deathmatch inside a corridor. You get the impression that there's more going on than you can actually see. And I like that. Sure, this game, for all its realism, does have some pretty hilarious, unrealistic things, but hey, every game does that, so I'm not going to hold it against it. Although I must admit, as with every multiplayer experience, multiplayer experience, the worst thing are the people, in my honest opinion, for this game. Look at that, Prestige 100s. Now, if you're that much of a no-life to get to Prestige 100, you will kill everything, you will exploit every glitch, every cheat, and it will just be not fun for everyone. But I digress. Okay, now we've talked about how I really like this game for being able to make your own story and your own characters and stuff, but I think it's probably worth... Oh... Sorry, I'm desperately trying to fight here. Damn, I'm not doing too well today. It's been a long time since I played this game. Okay, so let's talk about some of the mechanics and features like that. Okay, it's really nice and it's got really good mechanics. You have bullet drop, you have, you don't have auto aim. There are realistic things for weapons, like shotguns actually have a actual range as opposed to only pretending to. Like machine guns, there's a lot of bullet spray and drift. I mean, there's a lot of really decent mechanics in this game itself. Explosives act like explosives. Grenade launchers, they actually have a minimum time before they... Cripes, I'm being assaulted by 2 tanks. This is when explosives come into play. Damn it. Nice. Alright, run, run, run. Damn it. I mean, you have explosives actually are realistic. Grenade launchers actually, and like in real life, have a minimum distance before they are required to fire. AA rockets actually have time to lock on. Aircraft? I'm always crap at aircraft, so I'm afraid I'm not really good at explaining what I'm talking about. However, I must admit that aircraft always do seem realistic. The choppers are suitably difficult yet, engaging to control. Jets actually, like, you fly really fast like a jet should do. It's quite realistic in that regard. I mean, there's no, going really slow and stalling over the battlefield and then, just casually picking stuff off in a jet. You actually have to be fast-paced, high-octane sort of fighting, which is something I enjoy. I mean, you've got really nice, like, knife animation. Everyone knows about the knife kills in this game. Oh, look at that. Reloading is actually pretty... See, a lot of it has the nice realism weight to it, but it's not so realistic like some games I don't like. There's one on PC, I'm not entirely sure of the name. But, yeah, ones like where you die in one hit, everything's super realistic, there's no HUD, stuff like that. It's really, really decent. I way prefer this multiplayer over Call of Duty's multiplayer because of the openness, the epicness. Things actually matter. There's no kill streaks because everything is a kill streak. What? Oh, bollocks. Yep, you can actually kill yourself in this game, and you can know why you're doing it. Yeah, it's just really decent. For example, Assault. Let's just go through some of the individual mechanics. Assault, primary weapon is armed with an assault rifle or a shotgun, or a SMG, which are weapons available to all classes. You get standard pistol. You get medic kit if you want to go as a medic. You get grenade launchers if you want to go out and actually, assist and take on tanks. Defibrillator to revive your comrades. Everyone gets a squad perk, which I very much enjoy because you can have like 4 people, one with squad ammunition, which doubles your ammo. Squad explosives doubles the amount of ammo you can carry. One with grenades, doubling your grenades. All sorts of different features. Next, you have engineer. Engineer. You have, you have a carbine or a shotgun. You've got AA missiles, anti-tank missiles, unguided missiles. You have repair tool, anti-tank mine, explosive bots, and a perk again. Lots of awesome different features. Support. Support like machine guns. You can deploy ammo. You can use explosives, claymores, or a mortar. I very much like the mortar personally. It's only good for certain maps though. Recon. Now recon you can run with a sniper rifle and use it as a long range sort of idea, or you can run with a submachine gun, use, motion sensors, radio beacons, which is a respawn point, to allow you to go in really close up and fight, you know, personal behind the lines sort of stuff, which I really enjoy. And it harks back to Battlefield Bad Company, where the stealth guy also used explosives, making him the jack of all trades sort of thing. Alright, we will go... the gunship is not doing too well. We shall deploy at this position here. So it's a really varied, wide sort of game, with a lot of different unique... Whoa, that was a glitch and a half. A lot of different features and ideas and areas for you to play with. You know, every unit has their place, and every, you know, idea and place has their unit. I mean, you could easily do a lot of different things with different ideas. Whoa, I mean, some maps you will need to run as an assault because you've got to take down the enemy infantry. Other maps you've desperately got to take down all the enemy tanks, so you've got like an entire squad running as engineers. It fits in with the allowing to make your own story, because you make your own path through it, and you decide how you're going to win each battle, and I really do enjoy that. Right, oop. You wouldn't know I actually could ride a quad bike in real life with driving like that. Alright, let's go. I will have, this is the console thing, but 12 men aside actually is only 3 squads, and that doesn't actually leave for too much, because if you get one squad sitting with sniper rifles doing bugger all, you end up just, you know, not being able to do anything or advance or push forward, because you're basically minus 4 men. But it's alright, because... Oh, I just brained myself there. But it's alright, because it allows you to carry on and keep fighting. And there are so many... You know, I'll definitely... Oh, he wired the building! Sneaky git. See, look at that. All this... Oh, premium player. Oh, he's got the crossbow. By the way, I'm going to digress from this to a rant. And go, fuck premium players. I hate them. I hate the idea of premium players. It's just garbage. Seriously. I'm sorry, you pay extra money to win, basically. You pay extra money, you get all of the DLCs. You also get a legendary knife. You get snazzy dog tags, and you also basically unlock better weapons, unlock weapons faster. It's just, honest to God, in my opinion, a way to cheat yourself out of gameplay. And I hate it. Oh, fucking tanks. Yep, premium player. Fucking... And, in fact, there's a micropayment system in this game where you can pay real money to unlock all the features of a class at level 1, which I think is a massive cop-out, and I hate systems like that, because you're basically paying to be better than other players who actually earn their stuff through natural, you know, gameplay. And I really dislike that. Fucking tanks! Ah, the worst part about this game is the people, because all the casual people have gone off to the new Call of Duty or the Battlefield 4. So you've left only with the hardline fans and the real assholes who exploit this game. So if, ladies and gentlemen, if you do want to play this game, I'd recommend the fact that you are going to have to deal with a lot of shit, and it's not going to be the best. So, you know, just be prepared, is what I'm trying to say. Oh yeah, I forgot, I put M320 smoke on. But I love the M320 smoke, just going off on a bit here, because it's the ultimate trolling distraction tool. Seriously, I don't know how many capture positions I've managed to hold single-handedly, just by using a combination of smoke, normal grenades, and being a bit of a dick. And it really works out well. Alright. See, Prestige 18. I just hate that. I truly do. But yeah, I highly recommend picking this game up, guys. Though I recommend picking it up, conning or bribing or whatever some friends to pick it up as well, because in my honest opinion, this game isn't very fun by yourself. If you've got more people, it's really decent, but otherwise I wouldn't recommend it so much. But hey, that's just me. I mean, do what you want. It's a free world. Well, that's what the people want us to think. Okay. Let's just get the rocket artillery out, because why not? I mean, see, things like that. You have the access to use rocket artillery. There's an AC-130 gunship flying in the air. There are T-90s. There are battle tanks. There are AA vehicles. There are jeeps. There are everything. Oh, he's got the explosive crossbow. Great. Great, great. Why is my rifle not... Die, son of a bitch! Oh, fucking... Prestige 100. There you go. Right there. Okay. So I've talked about how there's the 4 different classes and they each have a purpose and a place, and if you get a decent team together you can really do a lot of good work. And I still hold by that fact. Like, for example, this guy here probably needs ammunition, so I've just dropped in some ammo. See, I got a resupply for it. Which is a nice thing about the XP system in this game. Rewards stuff more than just killing people like in Call of Duty. If you capture points, you get objectives. If you heal people, you get if you capture points, you get experience. If you heal people, you get experience. If you give them extra ammunition because they don't have any, you get experience. There's so much you can do, you know, to get bonuses. You could even play, I wouldn't recommend it, but you could even play the entire match without harming anyone. I mean, it's actually so varied that, you know, there's a place for everyone. And I really do enjoy that. Because not many games encourage that sort of thing nowadays. Everyone just wants you to shoot people. And in a game where you can actually do stuff other than shoot people, I really much admire it. Though I hate that, though. A tank can shoot point-blank range at its feet and not damage itself. Tiny little unrealistic features like that, I really do believe take me out of a game slightly. But it's never been a deal-breaker for me. And as I said, this game is definitely more preferable to any, like most other things nowadays. So you have to keep an open mind with it. Alright. I mean, look at this. Look, even the ground can have craters and holes in it. The buildings are smashed. It gets the real impression that there is actually a war going on here. And I like. Because in some Call of Duty maps, because I'm going back to Call of Duty because it's the biggest reference most people argue about, the maps just seem like there's no destructo physics, so there's no idea that you're actually fighting over them. It's just you happen to be in this place shooting people. There's no idea that a war's going on here. While in this game, gosh, in some maps, the entire map, like some games, the entire map will be just completely destroyed and burnt out. I played a 1,000-man conquest game, which lasted about 5 hours, and I ended up being MVP. Purely because of the fact I was the only one that refused to give up and stayed on it the whole time. And literally, every building was destroyed, the trees were all gone, there were wreckage of tanks and debris everywhere. It was quite fun to behold, actually, I must admit. Alright. Rocket. Ah, I didn't get it. Oh well. So yeah. This game definitely, as I said earlier, and I will keep iterating it because it needs to be iterated, is definitely a co-op game, so you need to get yourself a squad. I used to have a really crack squad back in the day. I always used to be engineer, used to run around with my AK-74 carbine and my javelin and just destroy tanks. Used to be good fun. Good fun. But yeah, I must admit, I'm not sure... Damn. See, look, you've got suppression. You have suppression in this game. That I know it just makes your screen go wobbly, but it gives the idea that you're under fire, that you're forcing to fight against the, enemy, that you're actually being attacked. Little features like that really, suck me into this game, and it becomes quite an immersive experience, I must say. I mean, I can recount so many famous battles I've done in this game over the years, like on, not Karg Island, the Gulf of Oman. I single-handedly held off an armoured company of 2 LAVs, 2 tanks and a jeep with 4 anti-tank mines and my repair tool by carefully mining the road and then running out and, blowtorching their tanks to bits. Or other times where you've, using just smoke grenades and cover, single-handedly... Die, you dick. Nice. Single-handedly taken enemy positions just purely by, you know, luck, skill, and a bit of, you know, trickery and guile. And those things make it really enjoyable to behold. It's a really good water cooler game. You can tell a story behind it. You can actually... I mean, you can, like, spend ages telling your friends, you know, oh, this time I, you know, went up and there was a tank there and I managed to just take it down really easily. And it was like, you know, stuff like that is really good. So I highly recommend this Prestige 100 faggot. I highly recommend this game. It's a bit of a time sink, I must admit, especially nowadays when you have to fight through waves upon waves of dickheads to get high up in the levels, which is, unless you want to pay micropayments and be a cheapskate, it's the only way to actually do natural game progression. But it's fun fighting through the slog, in my honest opinion. I mean, you start off as just a lowly infantryman with an assault rifle and not any clue what you're doing, and then you end the game as a really hardcore seasoned soldier, knowing all the tricks to use with C4 and how, you know, infantry and tanks can work together safely, and it gets really, really fun. Alright, quick, repair this tank. Yeah, see? Look at that, teamwork. And then I can... my aim is really off, but then I haven't played this game in like 2 months. So yeah, there's not much to really talk about. I've talked about mechanics, I probably haven't talked about vehicles enough, but then there's not much to say about vehicles, really. In the right hands, a vehicle... Alright, let's take this AA tank. It's simple. L2 to drive, right stick to change the camera, L1 to fire, R1 to, you know, adjust aim and fire closer. You got, you have, for this vehicle, there's always 2 functions in each vehicle. Like, vehicles will have a primary weapon, a cannon, a light cannon, AA cannon, and a secondary weapon of a machine gun or a anti-tank rocket. You can unlock more features for it. You can unlock improved armor, upgraded engine, smoke to conceal yourself from enemy aircraft. Very nice little bits and pieces. If you're good with an armored vehicle, you can basically take out everything, but like anything else in this game, if you're not sure what you're doing, you can quite easily, you know, get yourself destroyed. See, look at this. This helicopter really needs to be taught a lesson. Oh. No, R1. Hit it with... See, look at this. See, boom! Look at that. See, in the right hands... Damn, I'm getting hit by the AC-130. In the right hands, any vehicle can be relatively asked to perform any job. Within reason, of course. Why is he not dying? Seriously. Wow, that took ages. But, okay, where's that AC-130? But yeah, vehicles are nice and varied. You have armored, you have tanks, you have light artillery vehicles, heavy artillery vehicles, tank destroyers, rocket artillery vehicles. I mean, even this little thing can actually easily take on the main battle tank if you're skilled enough with it. I'm actually going to die here because I've walked into a fight I can't win. But I'm not about to quit just yet. Especially when I can still pull something out of it. Damn it. But yeah, see, look at that everything. I charged in, took down a couple infantrymen, sprayed a tank with automatic fire, and then left again. Oh, reactive armor. Yep, of course he's a premium player. And aircraft? I've never been good with aircraft, I must admit, because it's quite a touch... Even in Battlefield Bad Company, I never liked aircraft, because it's quite a touchy system, aircraft. But it's still really good, I must admit. Oh, Come on. I can... no, can't hit them with every bit of fire we've got. So, yeah, so let's talk about... I'm kind of running out of things to talk about here, because I've just spent a while just going off on different rants and tangents. So let's just get down to the big point. Battlefield 3. The campaign is crappy, and the story is bad. If you believe that, then I 100% agree with you. Campaign is pretty shitty, but that's not what you're here for. It's the multiplayer you're here for. If you think you're here for anything else, then I'm afraid that you will be very badly disappointed. But, oh well. It is what it is. So... Hey, what are you doing, guy? I was questioning what he's doing. Okay, looks like I'm going to have to take this helicopter for a spin. It's been a while since I have done, I must admit. Okay. Alright, here we go. So, yeah, the multi-camp bugger. See, AA vehicles can easily take out a chopper and if you're not good enough. And of course, he's a premium player. So, okay. The campaign is crappy. Multiplayer is good because it allows you to make your own story. I'm not sure if it should get points for that because it's just leaving gaps for you to fill as opposed to the game actually putting a bit of extra effort in. But the stories you come up will generally be usually a lot more fun than the stories the enemy comes up with, so I won't hold that against the game at all. The classes are varied. Each class has its place. In the right hands they're deadly, in the wrong hands they're awful, which can be said the same with vehicles. However, I do believe that especially the choppers and the main battle tanks, I'd say, like the Abrams and the T-90, are a bit too overpowered for good, but that's alright. Every weapon seems to have its place. Every weapon does a good job and can be used in the right hands, like the 44 Magnum has a 2-shot kill if you get above the chest. But likewise, the ability to actually get close enough to use the 44 Magnum or the P90 or really OP weapons like that is quite rare. Back in this day, this game did have a lot of problems, like frag ammunition, which automatically provided a suppression bonus, was really overpowered, especially on shotguns. So, you know, you'd have people just running around with automatic shotguns with frag ammo, and they would basically stun lock you and then annihilate you. But they managed to fix that over time, so that's actually a good thing. So I'm gonna die here because I got 2 tanks running on me. No, I got killed by some dickhead. Well, surprisingly not a premium player, so I will not hold it against you, good sir. Good on you. Let's not use the AC. AC is my favourite weapon. Oh no, let's help this guy out, because I used to always do this back in the day. You just sit on the side with the repair tool, and you can keep the chopper to good health. See, it's teamwork. One guy on the chopper, one guy repairing it so it doesn't break apart. If you have like 2 people with doing this, then the scout choppers are virtually indestructible in case you do something pretty stupid. So I like that. Like that. Like that. Get up, get up, get up. Man, I really go on tangents on these videos. I need to stay focused. Okay. Campaign. Bad. Multiplayer allows you to make your own story. Not sure if it should get good marks or not. Weapons, nice and balanced. Vehicles, nice and balanced. Players, a bunch of dickheads, but then in every multiplayer shooter experience, you will have dickheads, and maybe it's just me, but I seem to attract them more frequently than I shouldn't. But oh well. DLC was really good. Like the first DLC was Close Quarters, which released close quarter fighting maps. You know, gun game, capture the flag, stuff like that, which I really thought was all good. Probably not worth the $15 I spent on it, but I digress. They had Armored Shield, which is my favorite. Adds in really large, you know, even by Battlefield standards, open maps, which allows for, you know, huge amounts of tanks. It introduced the AC-130, it introduced tank destroyers. Really nice, wary DLC. I haven't got the last DLC, which introduces motorbikes, little features like that, providing a more fast-paced action for gameplay. There's another one which added a DLC which added scavenge mode, added crossbows. You know, it was another close quarter theme map. I never bought it because I'd heard unfavorable reviews about it, but I'm sure you can look it up. It'll be out there. What else about this game? But this game is definitely better over, I'd say, Call of Duty. Definitely better over than Battlefield 4, because I've played a bit of Battlefield 4, and they tried to turn Battlefield into COD, and that's a stupid idea, and I really hate the fact they did it. So, you know, it's kind of a 6 of one, half dozen the other thing. But, you know, I digress. Damn it! He lost his... Oh, premium. Of course, he's a premium player. So guys, I overall highly recommend this game. Pick it up if you see it out there. Pick it up and convince some friends to pick it up as well. And form yourselves into a little squad, and just play it to have fun, and you won't regret it. Because I certainly didn't. Though I must admit, it's a lot harder for me to play now that I play by myself. But you know, you've just got to trust in the faith of other people that you're playing with, that they'll get the job done. And I know that does sound like a bit of a cop-out, but it's alright. I mean, certainly worse games you could play. So, yes, I think that's everything I want to talk about. Mechanics are good. You know, maps varied. A lot of things are really nice, I must admit. And this is one game where they actually listen to fans and they put in patches. Like, they patched the overpowered frag ammunition quite quickly, along with some other weapons that were very, very overbalanced. They patched them, you know, they stopped in glitches and bugs, and they actually do a lot with this game. Not so much anymore now that they've moved on to Battlefield 4, but, you know, I think it's the idea and the thought that counts rather than the actual message. So yes, I highly recommend picking up Battlefield 3, and while you're thinking about it, I'd recommend picking up Battlefield Bad Company as well. I might actually do a video on Battlefield Bad Company, though I'll do it in single player because the multiplayer has gone downhill a bit since I last left it, faithful viewers. So yes, with that being said, thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this fun little experience. I'm going to carry on and finish this map, and then I will see you all again another time.